Hello everybody, FireCharge here and welcome to Blacklight Retribution. So Blacklight Retribution, it's a game developed by Zombie Studios, published by Perfect World Entertainment. If you're looking for this game, you can find it on Steam or on Arc Games. The new game, I have no idea how to call it. I think it's from Perfect World Entertainment, so you can go and check it out on either of those. And this game is, in my opinion, the most epic free-to-play first-person shooter out there right now, and it's because of one thing, the HRV, which I'm going to talk about in this video mainly, but I'm also going to show you a little bit of a gameplay, a little bit of a customization overview about how you customize your own loadout and your character. So let's go ahead and go on with the game. Alright guys, so as you go into the customization menu, this is how it's gonna look like. First you're gonna have your character. Here in the middle I reset everything so I could show everything from the beginning and explain a little bit about how this game works. As a beginner you're gonna need to look at only two tabs mostly. You're not gonna need to look at hero, nodes or profile, especially not on minimart. You're gonna need to look at equipment and weapons. So let's start with equipment. What's in here? Your basic armor, your gear, and your depot. Depot is the shop in-game, inside a match, which you can go recharge your ammo, you can go recharge your health, you can go and get special weapons, but you need combat points. CP in-game, you get it from killing, from assisting killing, from killing different people with different ranks on the other team, doing objectives and so on and so forth. But I'm not going to start with this, I'm going to start with the armor. So you have three pieces of armor. You have the helmet, you have the upper armor and the lower body armor, which are basically targeting three different things. They're mostly going to target health, stamina, and run. This is something that all of them target alongside armor, obviously. But this is more in a headshot bonus rather than body armor, because body armor is, I don't think it really, it's not affected by any of the upper body armors. So let's go ahead and start with the helmet. What's the helmet gonna target is the health, the stamina, run, armor, recharge, and HRV, basically everything you have right here. But it's not gonna increase gear slots, and this is something I'm gonna show you when I go over the upper and lower body armor. So let's start with what is HRV. An HRV here, as you can see, is the amount that you can keep your HRV active before it is shutting off. So it is using, as it says, 20 units per second when it's active. So it is really quickly, you can see 3.5 seconds of HRV. So wallhacks, no, not wallhacks. Everyone who uses this sort of, I don't know, I have no idea how to call it, really, like what just popped out of my mind. So everyone who says this game is wallhacks, clearly not, because I can only use this for 3.5 seconds before it shuts off, and then entirely. So recharge rate, what is recharge rate? Recharge rate is the amount of units it's going to recharge into your HRV when it is not depleted completely. If it is depleted completely, it's going to take a little bit longer to recharge completely. If not, then it will, after like half a second, it's gonna start recharging at the amount of units stated here. So this is the default helmet, the Overmatch Armor X. As you can see, recharge rate 6.6 units per second. Full HRV time pull is 70 units. For me, I'm usually using, where is it? Oh, I passed it. No, I have not. Or have I? I'm using this one, right? Yeah, the one with the... I have no idea. I think it's this one. I'll just set it up the way I like it later. But right now I'm just gonna go over this. So as you can see here, you actually have fillers, which I didn't tell you about. This will just show you what you have available. So you can hide the locked one, so things for higher levels, it will lock. Things which you cannot afford, no, it doesn't lock those, but in this only owned will show only owned ones. So let's go ahead and look at upper body armor. As you can see here, there are two circles with two full circles near the actual body armor. that it says. What does that mean? That means that you're going to get a gear slot for each and one of those full circles. So for example, this one will give you 2 armor slots, this one will give you 1, which is the default one, and this one will give you none. But as you can see, more gear slots equals to more health, but lower stamina and lower running speed. Run is running speed, stamina is the amount of time you can run. And on the other hand, lower amount of gear slots also equals to less health, more stamina, and more running speed. So it is good to have a balance between those. I like going on with more gear slots and more health because I'm more of a running gun kind of a person in this game. So I do have 214 health, as you can see here, and lowered stamina and run speed, and I get an extra gear slot right here. You can see that it increased to 4. Same thing goes with the lower body armor. See the points, the circles, full circles, no circles, running speed, health, and stamina. Now some of those are actually good, like this one is a really nice one, does give you 2 slots. This is something I'm gonna get next level. I'm all 37 by the way, but right now I don't have any boots, any lower armor, so that's it. Other than that, you have trophies which don't do anything, they just look good, I think, but I don't have any. And you have your camo, so I have Blacklight, black and daylight. I don't remember how did I get the camo, the black camo daylight. I think there was a promotion for a perfect world game named Daylight. So let's move on to gear. What is gear slots? Gear are things you can take with you to battle and you hold them all times. So for example, I have here a heal injector, Mark 1, and I'm going to equip it. What this does is it basically allows you to heal yourself and heal others. Stuff like this appear here, sort of like in this tab on the first gear slot. So you have ammunition pods, revival injector, which is something you can give others so they could revive themselves. You have hardsuit battle mode, cloak, barricades, and all of those things that I'm not gonna go over in this video. You can go and check it out on your own. Second, third, fourth, and fifth gear slots are gonna go for your use of any item in this area. These are mostly melee and explosives and decoys, which I'm gonna talk about in a moment once I'm done with this part, with the entire equipment area. So you have grenades, you have knives, you have mines, and so on, machetes, as you can see. I prefer using, since I have 4 gear slots, the heal injector on slot 1, the frag grenade, regular frag grenade, because there's a second one which is a shorter blast radius but a stronger blast. Yeah, I prefer this one. And I'm going as a melee weapon. I used to go with breach hammer, but more recently it's cool. It's a hammer that you need to reload, which is kind of stupid, but it also prevents eliminated targets from being revived, so that's cool. But right now I'm taking on the throwing knives, which are cool. Now on the depot, let's move on to this. As I said, sure, you can get items in game. You have health refills and ammo refills, which are stuff. These two I highly advise you to keep always, and only change what you have in these 3 slots. Whether you buy things, whether you acquire things on a timely basis from missions and such, I will always advise you to keep those 2 the same, or switch between them, but have the ammunition and health on the first 2 slots, just because it's easier to get to, and it is easier and needed, and it is necessary. Your base 5 depot slot, you can get more, you can't get less. You can't unequip or de-equip anything. Your base are gonna be flamethrower on slot 3. You're gonna have an armor stinger in slot 4 and the hardsuit on slot 5. This is the hardsuit gun, which you use to summon it. I'm gonna also talk about it in a minute. As you can see right here, it says what it is. So heavy weapon, the type, the class, and the cost it is going to cost you in game. So for example, hardsuit is going to cost 1300 combat points, It is a hardsuit class, hardsuit type, and it is an assault class. And assault, everything is an assault. Like basically all, I don't know, attacking. Like for this is a grenade class. It is a grenade launcher, which is what I like using. I'm a tuber, what can I say? But this is mostly used in games in Decoy, which is a map that I really like. So I really enjoy using it. And I'm not usually using the hard suit because I don't like it. I'd either go with a rocket stinger, a swarm, or if I have a turret or a trident, which is a minigun. So let's move over to HRV and what you can do to stop it. Alright, so let's talk basic HRV. How does it work? You use the default B or V keys on your keyboard to activate and deactivate it. To activate you can use it, and deactivate it with left click, which is also used to shoot obviously. If you want to change the keys you can go to settings, keybinds, right here HRV, change the default keys, and you can also change how it works. For me it is currently on toggle mode. Click it once, click it another time to disable. You can also use hold and release mode. Just show you that. So you hold in order to use it. When you release, it will cancel. Another thing that you need to know is that you can't do anything during the time you use HRV. So right now if I'm trying to shoot, can't. It just goes out of HRV. I can't do anything when I'm using HRV. Try to change loadout slot. I can't. I need to exit it, and this is how this works, simply. Other than that, as you can see on the right side of the screen, I'm going to try to show that with the mouse right here. You will see your ammo, and below that V, and next to it some sort of a weird bar that goes down when I'm using HRV. This is the time pull bar for the HRV. When you use that, it will deplete and it will start going down 20 units per second, as I said earlier. And if you want it to not go out and not recharge slowly, try to keep it at least a little bit filled. So right now it's going down, but it's not completely depleted, so it's going to recharge the same rate. Also, you can't use it again until it's fully charged. So that's another thing to look at. So as you can see here, it is going to take really long. It's going to take longer to recharge until it reaches full time pull, and until you can use HRV once again. So try to not deplete it. This is my tactic and this is my tip for you. So let's go back and show you how does this look in a match. I'm not really going to enter a match, I'm going to enter a practice match and explain a little bit about how everything works. So right here we're going to have some bots playing against us. As you can see, blue players are our teammates, red or orange players are the enemy team players. So right now, let me just hide. This guy is an enemy team. Click it, and you can see them in orange. That's mainly it for the game working of the HRV. That's it, I guess. So this is what you need to see in game. So let's talk about how do we disable and how do we cripple HRV. There are three main non-game mode related ways to do it. For your base character, you have your different gear slots. You have either your, where is it? HRV Blackout right here. It's basically like a mine. You throw it on the ground. It is destructible. Although this has a time limit, as you can see, it will be effective for 5 minutes in a radius of 4.5 meters. What it will do is it will black you out from other players' HRV except for your own teammates. So if someone is trying to sell you out, then this is going to be annoying, even if you use that. Other than that, in the first gear slot, you can go right here. You will see an HRV cloak. It is a movable device, so it moves with you, but you have to use it. You have to actually activate it in order to use it, and you cannot just go and be like, I want to use it at any time and also shoot my gun at other people. You can't do that at the same time. because it is a usable gear item. Other than that, you have your HRV Blackout or decoy right here. I have no idea how is it used. I never used it. I don't use Hardsuit much, so yeah, I can't really explain about that. But that's mainly it for non-related game modes, HRV Blackout. Other than that, you only have an HRV Blackout, sort of a HRV cloak, when you're playing Search and Destroy. If you are in the attacking team and if you are holding the bomb, you will be the source of a blackout. People cannot see anyone near you or yourself when you hold the bomb. So it is very useful, so that people don't know who has the bomb, people don't know where is the one who has the bomb during Seek and Destroy. And if the bomb is dropped, I think it also casts a blackout radius on the floor for the attacker team. So that's kinda cool. But it is gone, I think, when you place the bomb, when you arm the bomb in one of the two sites. So that's mainly it. But there is a limitation for blackouts, which is your vicinity or your distance from the one who is using the blackout. How does it work? When someone uses a blackout, has a cloak or anything, you will not see his name. You will see his silhouette, like an orange silhouette, if you're very nearby, if you're very close to him. But if it's getting too far, then he will just disappear again. So that's the only ways to cripple HRV, and this is the only downgrade or con to using blackouts. So let's move on to weapons. So I just got the basic loadouts right here. At level 1, when you start the game, you will get one loadout, your loadout 1, which is a primary and secondary weapons only. I think either level 5, 8 or 10 you're going to get your second loadout, so don't fret if I'm changing this as well. I'm going to use 2 loadouts, but leveling up to level 10 is not very difficult if you are willing to spend some time in the game. So let's go over this area right here. What you see here are the current loadouts. So if I'm using an assault rifle, as you can see here, in the receiver, you will see assault rifle. Once I keep going and clicking over, you will still see an assault rifle here, but here it's going to change. So for example, LMG you can hear, the one that I'm currently using is an assault rifle. Over here we'll see the stats of the weapon, damage, ammo, full capacity of the ammo, the clip, size, and all the other settings. I'm not going to go over those right now. And in the right side you will see comparison to the weapon that you're currently looking at in this screen down below. So for example, my assault rifle in the left, you can see here, has 30 out of 120. That means he has 30 base, and he has 4 extra clips of 30 bullets. On the other hand, the LMG Recon has more, so it shows up in green, it damages more right here. It also has 60 bullets in your first clip and another 3 clips of 60 bullets, so that is better. But on this area, spread aim of the assault rifle is 0.8% degrees, and on the other hand, LMG Recon 1.26 degrees. So you will see it in red. You will see this change with every weapon that you go through. As you can see down here, I'm going to explain. This goes to the same for the equipment, which I forgot to mention, but right here you can see level on the top right. This is the level in which you will unlock it. I have unlocked all the weapons, so even the anti-material rifle for level 35 you can see here. I'm level 37, unlocked everything on this side. On secondary I haven't. Down here you will see the amount it costs in game points or GP. I think gold points, I have no idea. Most of them are going to be for permanent stuff, like I think up to submachine gun. No, everything is, you can only get them for permanent. They changed that from the last time that I've played, from the last part of time that I played. On any case, let's move on. Right side you can do Zen purchases, so this is for 8000 GP or 650 Zen. If it is sort of a yellowy color on it, that means you have not yet purchased it. If it is white, you have it in your inventory and you can use it and you can equip it. If you go over it and press the equip button on here, you can see how much time you have it activated for. You can get those weapons from missions and special loot boxes, I guess, and they will be mostly time-based weapons, so it's gonna be for a week, for a day, for 3 days, and so on. I like using, for my first loadout, the bullpup full auto. It's a level 29 gun. So let's move on. You can customize your muzzle, your grip, your magazine, your scope, your stock, weapon camo, which is basically weapon tag, which is basically an add-on which increases different stuff like recoil, spread aim, damage, and so on and so forth. I need the damage one, so I have a sonic rifle. To get the weapon tags, you level up. Every time you level up, you get a weapon tag box, which gives you a permanent weapon tag, a new weapon tag mostly. You can get some multiple times, but I don't know. It might have happened to me. Other than that, much like equipment, you also have camo on your weapon as well. Other than that, you have pre-made weapons. What are pre-made weapons? Weapons which obviously were made by the game makers, and there you can buy them at any level. You can see it is for level 1. They're only activated for a week with GP. You can get them for permanent with Zen as well if you have Zen. But the special thing is that these are weapons that you can get at any level. So for example, I have this, let's move on, like do something like this. This is a heavy assault rifle. No, move onwards. This is a burstfire SMG. So burstfire SMG, if I go here, you unlock it at level 32. But if you buy a receiver, a pre-made receiver, you'll get it fully customized. You cannot customize pre-made receivers. So if I buy this Briar J LM.5 solo, then I cannot customize it. It will stay the same, and if I try to customize it, it will go to my base loadout. So this is the same that it goes on secondary receivers. Same goes for those. You can customize everything. You can buy loadouts. It does cost 1,000 Zen, however, so if you are willing to pay, then you can get those. I'm not going to pay because I don't have an income, so I'll just go like that. So let me just customize my weapons. Alright guys, so this is how the main menu looks, or the main game menu looks, server list. This is basically the server list. You can sort it by different things like map, number of agents or players in the game, the mode, and your latency connecting to the server. You can also filter it by personal servers, restricted servers like level restricted. You have special servers for level 1 through 10 to help you level up a little bit easier without having some really high leveled players and OP players like myself kicking your ass in games. So be sure to not take this off, and it is called Proving Grounds. If you're under level 10, try to play there, get your game on, so to speak, and get better in the game. You can also hide certain game types as well, and hide full and empty servers. So let me go over and enter a game, which is an intermission. I'm really lagging right now, as you can see. Have a Hello Deck match right here. Hope it has some time. Yes, it does not. So this is the way it's gonna look. It's gonna look the same when we enter the game. It's gonna I'm gonna let it start. So let's wait for a second, and here we go. So this is how it's gonna look in game. In game, you're gonna see, since this is Team Deathmatch and the map Hello Deck, you're gonna see the mode, and then 2 slashes or whatever you call it, and then the map. Here you will see the next map. So this one is a pure Hello Deck TDM. You can also see that in the server menu under the server, and here you'll see the squads. 2 teams, as you can see here. You can see your missions. You will go over this when you go and play the game. I don't really want to go over this part. And you can also, in game, you can only change your default loadout, what you're gonna spawn with first. You can choose to spectate the game or change the teams. Some work around with the settings, but if you're in the lobby, you can also go ahead and customize your character as well. So that's something you can't do mid-game, only change loadouts. So let me actually go and leave this match because this is a second take for this and I need to change something real quick. So last time I hit my mines and my frag grenade on the different loadout slots, right? I'm used to is the word, having my grenades on number 3 and my mines on number 4. This is kill confirmed, by the way. Kill people, confirm their deaths by taking the tags. Probably know this if you played Call of Duty at any point of your life on a multiplayer. Yes, I killed him. Yeah, they're camping over there. What can I do? I can do nothing about them campers. This is a map with a lot of camping and a lot of people trying to snipe you off. And this guy got really lucky with his SMG. And he's gonna die now. Thank you for killing him. Thank you for not letting him steal my death tag. I don't know what you could call it. Kill tag. No idea. So my loadout is a really high level loadout if you're wondering about it. But I just saw you. I just saw him and he died immediately. Like if you're doing what he did, which is going under this thing, you don't have any escape. Should look around a lot. Grab that kill confirm. Someone is using an AMR. And people are pissed. Good grief, this noob AMR user. I used to use AMR, but I haven't used a sniper rifle for a long time. That flipping AMR user is gonna throw me off my game a little bit. I assure ya. Just looking around. Back now. Oh my god, so many campers. Problem is that they can see me in their HRV. I can go here, kill that guy, and get killed by some dudes. Oh, it's the asshole. The asshole with the freaking AMR. We're gonna lose because of this guy, because they're just gonna go and collect his kill confirm tags. And he's just killing everybody with one shot. People. And myself. Oh my goodness, how did he not die? But thanks lag for saving me a little bit. But I feel I'm not used to the game. I'm playing really badly right now. And these are just excuses, but I'm not used to playing this map for starter. I'm not used to playing this game. I haven't played for a really long time. And yeah, I'm not gonna be as good as I'm used to be. As I'm used to being. Because I'm not used to playing the game. That is. I'm getting freaking back-reaped. Back-reaped? Yeah. Did he take my kill tag? Like, not the guy up there, but the guy... Yeah, he did take my death tag. I'm just gonna call them 20 different names until the end of this episode. There's someone there, there's just killing everybody and not taking the tags. Oh, I see you there. Not that! Damn it. Freaking campers. Getting 66 and playing really badly. Don't have time to tap. Dude behind you. Shouldn't just be going on the HIV like that. Oh my god, I'm dead. It was like... it's because I'm not used to the map. I'm used to playing Metro and I'm used to playing Decay, which are my top 2 favorite maps. So... Once I get used to other maps, once I get used to playing on this map, for example, I didn't play on this map for like 6 months at least. At least. I have some different weird pronunciations of words, like least, like months. And I think that was a double kill. There was one guy. You're not getting an HRV, an HS, right suit. We are getting your hard suit. Yeah, he's hacking it. I have a hard suit cover. Don't really need to notice my surroundings down with the HRV. That's why I'm doing 11 to 7 right now, but hard suits are noobs, and we stole it, so it's cool. Oh my god. Should have died. He should have died. 12 life, 12 health. God damn it. Cam up here. I'm gonna go and snipe because I don't have a bar BAR. There's the sniper. Yeah, with like 50 health, so I need this ready. Someone died. Oh, the hardsuit guy. And a swarmer. Wow. So we're doing well right now. I think we're doing pretty good. Not doing badly at all. Steal this guy. Oh, frisbee into here. Throw a grenade even if there's no one there, because that's always helpful. Do not look at the HRV and then throw a grenade. I nearly died there. Danger, danger. There's another dude. Someone's coming up. Ooh, he killed someone with my double mine kill. Headshot. Yeah, it was probably his. Nice. Freaking noobs. Getting really lucky. But it is 18 seconds to go and we're winning. So GG everybody, because we won. I hope you have enjoyed this video. And if there's gonna be a next time, I will see you next time. Goodbye everybody. We win. Victory. 18 to 10. Really nice. Yeah. Goodbye. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. This is my first video. If I haven't mentioned it already, I'm sure I have. It's been a great experience in my opinion, recording and editing this video. I've been a viewer, like basically what you guys are right now, for a few years now. Of a lot of people have so many subscriptions to YouTubers. And I always wanted to try this out myself, and now I have the opportunity. I recently got a new NVIDIA graphics card, and the driver software there has this cool recording software called Shadowplay, and it looks pretty good in my opinion. So I recorded it with that, and I tried some free editing software. I don't have any paid ones, and I don't plan on buying one if I don't see any future in YouTube. So yeah, and this one is just going to be done through YouTube's editor, because the ones that I tried were not really good. And I hope this will go as good as it can get. Other than that, for any PC information that you might want, you can go down to the description and you can see my PC specs. You can see basically my peripherals, everything that I have right now, and my rig. And actually one last thing, since this is my first video, I know I could have done things better, and this is where you come in. I'd like to ask you guys to go down to the comment section below and write any suggestion, any constructive criticism you can give me, anything you can think of in order to help me improve in any way whatsoever, for hopefully upcoming videos that will upload to YouTube. So once again, thank you guys. I'm out. See you hopefully next time.